What's up? It's that time again, off the shelf. I'm Antonio.
I'm Ryan. I wanted a fake name so badly and I couldn't think of anything.
I mean, you can do one next show. That's alright?
I'm gonna start taking notes. Yeah, let's go.
Alright, that sounds about right. You know the drill. Talk about comics, try and make you laugh a little bit. I drink some beer. We talk about certain issues that are actually going on, issues as well as actual topics that are going on in the industry. We're going to start off with some news right now. We actually want to talk about Super Bowl Sunday. So we had 3 trailers that came out for movies that everybody's been talking about. We have Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
We have, we have Captain America 2, Winter Soldier. And we have Transformers Age of Extinction.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Dinobots Unite, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge thing. I mean, you know, the trailer that got me the most is Captain America.
Yeah, me too. I hate to admit it, actually.
Yeah, I first saw that trailer when I was watching Thor 2. And I was like, wow, that it caught me so off guard. I wasn't expecting it. So I'm really looking forward to that movie.
Now, I've been thinking, I think that's the most excited I am for upcoming Marvel project is for Cap, because like I said, I hate to admit it, because I like my superheroes super. I like people flying and shooting laser beams and everything.
Yeah, like more of a cape kind of a thing.
But the first Cap movie caught me and hooked me. So I think, like I said, I think this is going to be, number 2 is going to be my favorite.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The action looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Cap, Black Widow, going up against Soldier.
With Falcon.
Yeah, with Falcon also, which is a huge thing. People don't know which Falcon they're going to be getting, the regular or the Ultimate. But it seems like the movies are going, the Avengers universe, I guess, is going more towards like the Ultimate version of the characters, or kind of an amalgam of the two, which is not a bad thing, because I actually like the Ultimate universe. It's actually pretty good.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's okay, fine. Next one up is Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
It looks like there's going to be so much in there, but it looks like they're doing it in a right way.
I will admit I'm a little nervous, because the reason 3, in my opinion, 3 failed. First off, that little sing-along that they did with Peter, from that point on, I knew the movie was just going, there was no saving it.
Yeah.
But ignoring that, they did too much in number 3. They had way too much going on. Sandman was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Venom's little cameo was cool. But then when they grabbed the Goblin again, they had way too much going on. And it was just like...
I think that, it was just too much. But this one looks a little more balanced, because we're going to have the Sinister Six, or hopefully some allusions to it, because you do see in the background, you see Vulture's wings, you see Doc Ock's tentacles, and then we have Jamie Foxx as Electro,
which I'm loving, by the way.
He looks pretty cool in the movie, so I think it looks like it's going to be well balanced. The trailer looks really good.
It did.
Yeah, the trailer for Spider-Man 3 looked horrible. I don't even remember, but I know it looked horrible. But this one actually looks really good, so I'm definitely excited to see this movie.
And I will just comment real quick once again. Like I said, I'm speaking of things I'm nervous about. I'm still going to see the movie. I'm still going to probably like it. I haven't been disappointed with any of the Spider-Man movies, excluding 3. I haven't been disappointed. The Rhino looks a little heavy. That mech Gundam suit they gave him,
I didn't know how they were going to do
weird.
that.
Yeah, but once again, I can't speak on it because I haven't seen it. They might be able to pull it off. They might do it perfectly. So
I was wondering how they were going to do it, and I saw it, and I was like, but yeah, we'll see. Again, you guys got to relax. Let the movie come out. Watch it. The minute you hear something, don't just start frothing at the mouth. Which we'll actually be discussing a couple more things that are probably going to make some of your sphincters tight. And now we have Transformers Age of Extinction. This is the 4th movie in the franchise.
Yes.
We now have Mark Wahlberg, your boy.
Who I do enjoy thoroughly. A lot of people don't.
Because he is just... Doesn't matter what movie he's in, he's always the same guy.
No, that's a fact. I did read a while ago. I can't cite my sources, I'm sorry. But I did hear that Michael Bay said he was done with the silliness in the movies, because I know there was a lot of backlash with Mudflap and I don't remember their names.
That was from the 3rd movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of backlash about that. People didn't enjoy their humor. So I heard he was going to try and be more serious. I liked the trailer though. I liked. I barely
remember it, unfortunately. I know that I watched it, but I barely remember it. I think because when the commercials usually come on during the Super Bowl, I change the channel because I just don't. But I know it looked interesting. I still have to see the third one. I still have to see Dark of the Moon.
Which I ruined for you a few minutes ago. That was an accident.
I mean,
I didn't know you didn't see
thing,
it.
but it doesn't matter. Robots fighting. I mean,
but they had was it Grimlock was in the trailer?
Yes.
They had I don't know who the pterodactyl was. That's terrible. Should I know that?
Pterodactyltron. I don't think that's his name. Well, they also had, which was something that people were looking at, was they had a Transformer with a gun for a head.
Yes.
And people didn't know if that was Megatron, them actually alluding to Megatron's
original form.
exactly,
yes, right?
his original form, which kind of didn't make any sense at the time. But you were a kid and you enjoyed it, so it didn't matter. Or if it was...
I mentioned, I was thinking it's going to be Galvatron,
yes,
which I won't say why, but...
Yeah,
maybe.
I understand why you're saying it, yeah. I don't think it's spoiler alert now, but we're not going to say anything anyway. So those 3 movies are going to be coming out. Looks pretty interesting.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a Guardians of the Galaxy anything, because I believe that's going to be their next project after this, right?
That should be their next movie coming out, yeah, but it's also 2 different companies too. Where Spider-Man is Sony, and Guardians of the Galaxy is actually Marvel.
But I mean, with the Cap in general, with Cap.
As far as their universe,
yeah,
I think Cap and then Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Cap and then Guardians of the Galaxy. So we're interested in seeing where that's going on. On more movie news, and hopefully making your sphincter just a little bit tighter. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Okay, now before you guys, I just wanted to let you guys get that out, and so they can be angry. Again, calm down, relax. We don't know how it's going to go. I've only seen him in a couple of movies, Zombieland and Adventureland. Both of them just happen to have the title of land in them. I don't know how they're going to go. Again, I'm not going to be judgmental. It did catch me off guard because I didn't think all the names that you heard going around, Denzel, Bryan Cranston,
heard Tupac once.
Long time ago. So I didn't know where that was gonna go. Again,
I didn't see The Social Network. I heard it was actually a really good movie. People told me to see it, but the fact that it's a movie about Facebook made me not care. Yeah. But like I said, I'm not the type of person to doubt an actor. He's getting paid millions of dollars for a reason, right? Exactly.
Also, the fact of I think that I've been reading that they want to go a different direction with Lex, so we'll see where that goes. But again, calm down, relax. No need for all that.
Don't write hate mail. Don't send death threats. It's
all
alright.
That fanboy, fangirl, fascist, fanboy, fangirl plus racist. Rage get out there. Just relax. Let it happen. You're going to complain. You're going to watch it anyway. You're going to be the first one there dressed up in some dumb costume. God. Just relax. Hold on. So just, we're just going to let it happen and see what happens. I am kind of curious though now. I'll be honest, I am kind of curious to see what he does.
Should I Google him? Should I YouTube him and see what he can do with his life?
No, because they might get it mixed up with Michael Cera.
I did think they were the same person for a little while.
That's racist.
Is it?
No, you're good. They actually are the same person. They're clones. And the female clone is Kristen Stewart.
I don't want to talk about her.
Exactly. It's like the Clone Saga all over again, but much shorter than in Spider-Man. Another casting thing, or possible casting thing, nobody knows for sure. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? We don't know who he's going to be for DC. We've heard Black Adam, a.k.a. Teth Adam, a.k.a. that dude with the widow's peak. We've heard Lobo, not the cowboy, the black, one of the first black comic book characters, Lobo, cowboy, but Lobo, the last Zarnian, the main man, the bounty hunter. And we've also heard Jon Stewart, the Green Lantern.
Not the Daily Show.
No, not the Daily Show, although he is a great guy. Definitely fun. So I'm not sure if he's going to be Jon Stewart. He's got a
Lose some weight.
Slim it down, you got to take that in the muscle.
The
bro.
first and only time I'll tell somebody to stop doing push-ups.
You got to stop. I know you in the gym all day, just 2 chains, but you gotta, you got to slim it down, man. Stop eating all the pancakes, bro. That's something for me to say.
I do enjoy The Rock a lot. On that topic, I hope he doesn't get himself in trouble with this whole Twitter thing, because that's how these rumors are starting by things he's saying on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And I like the teasers, I like the hints. Yeah. I hope you don't get yourself in trouble with people for saying things you shouldn't. But
who's gonna say anything to The Rock though? I mean, for real. Who's gonna?
You're right.
I mean, the first thing's gonna have my man come on the top rope and come down with people's elbow and then a rock bottom. That's it. You can't. Who's gonna say anything to him?
You're right. All right, Rock, say what you got to say. In fact, go on Twitter and just tell us who you are.
If you can become famous by saying, "Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?" and become a millionaire, my hat's off to you, brother. Gosh. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but I would actually like to see him as Teth Adam. I think that's just a better thing for him. I would love to see him as Black Adam, Black Adam, aka Teth Adam.
But if saying that, whose movie would that be in? Because Shazam's not getting a movie.
Well, they're putting everyone in Batman, Superman.
Oh, so then if they just show like somebody in Egypt doing push-ups, all right.
I think it's just going to be a montage of all the characters at a certain point.
Just a 2-hour clip of
just a 2-hour clip of everybody and their power, and then that's it. And then after credits, they'll show like my man in the gym just bench pressing 5 Buicks for no reason at all. I love The Rock. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, because I don't want him coming to my door, knocking and saying, what have you. But again, that would be interesting to me. Jon Stewart, I'm not sure. Like I say, he's a bit big. Jon is a fairly like a well-built guy, well-built skin, because he's a superhero, so obviously he's got abs of,
You got superhero abs.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just get them once you fill out that application.
The suit is tight, so you've got to be tighter. But Teth Adam, definitely I would love to see him as Teth Adam.
I will admit, I believe my first pick for Jon Stewart was Idris Elba. I think that's who I would like to see the most.
He can't be every black superhero. He cannot be.
But he can.
He won.
And he will.
The one dude he wasn't supposed to be, he is. Heimdall. It's the exact opposite. It doesn't make it. I've seen people want him to be, they want him to be the Falcon, they wanted him to be the Black Panther, they wanted him to be their baby daddy,
he could be Icon.
They wanted him to be Icon, they wanted him to be Jon Stewart. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if he was. Jon Stewart, I would like them to have maybe a younger guy, maybe like a Luke, what's my man's name from Antoine Fisher? Luke, I forgot his name.
I've seen him in so much
yes,
too. I don't know his name.
I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But he would be good, but you know what, again, we'll see what happens. If you fanboys have a problem with The Rock being cast as, Jon Stewart, you getting all mad, I'm hoping The Rock comes to your house and rock bottoms you through your toilet bowl.
If you could beat The Rock in a fist fight, then you can tell him he can't beat Jon Stewart.
And then I hope he fall off a bridge and land in a cannibal's crock pot. Slow cooker. 12 hours.
I could also support Michael B. Jordan as Jon Stewart. I gotta see...
Well... I don't think that's going to happen, because it just so happens that Michael B. Jordan from Fruitvale Station,
and Chronicle, because that's the only time I've seen him.
And he was also on All My Children as Reggie. He had braids, cornrows.
What's the new movie that just came out? That he's
That Awkward Moment.
Yeah.
Which actually looks pretty funny too. He is supposed to be the Human Torch.
Perfect segue.
Which is definitely cool. I like him. He's a cool cat. Up and coming. Looks like he's got a good head on his shoulders. Definitely cool. We also heard some other casting news as well. Emmy Rossum, maybe cast for. She's from Shameless. She was also in Beautiful Creatures. Yes. Shameless is a show on Showtime, which is a remake. A lot of people don't know of a show that was on the BBC.
The BBC one's on Netflix, right? I've seen it.
Yes, it is.
I've seen that.
Yep.
I knew it sounded familiar.
And we also have another gentleman
Christian
Cook, who is from Magic City on Starz. He's supposed to be Ben Grimm. Again, this is still up in the air. I'm definitely kind of excited about hearing that. I want to know where they go. Again,
I was just going to say, who's going to be the villain again? Is it going to be Doom? I've never seen them fight anybody else but Doom and Galactus.
Doom, there's Galactus, there's Molecule Man. Excuse me, Mole Man.
You're right.
Every time I see them also, they're always having I forgot the woman's name, where they're always having a fight about the tenant board in their building, in the Baxter building, because she wants them to leave because they're always having crazy experiments, and the property value has gone down. So I don't know what happened. Her dog dies, or so I don't know whatever. So that's going to be actually interesting news for that whole thing. So movie casting is always great. As far as we're going more back to traditional comic books, Parker is going to be making a return. Not sure when. I believe Doc Ock is going to be on his way out soon, because Humberto Ramos, who is going to be doing the art for him, who I'm a huge fan of his. You might know his art from Hanger comics as far as Crimson, excuse me, and Out There. So that's going to be cool. I think this might be the last arc for Doc Ock, aka Superior Spider-Man.
So it shows you when the fans get really mad, things do change.
No, he was going to come back regardless, but they just don't want to listen.
I just kind of wanted to make them think that
their
raging mattered. Yeah.
It didn't. Your raging just made us all laugh. But I think Doc Ock is going to go out while fighting Green Goblin. So I think this is going to be his first fight with him and his possible last fight with him. So that's kind of interesting to me.
So what is that? The inferior Spider-Man?
He's going to
look at the adjectives that Marvel's using.
He's going to be known as the Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Spider-Man. The cover is going to be about 5 issues long. It's going to be a variant. You definitely want to look out for that. Also, just premiering, actually yesterday on New Comic Book Day, Wednesday, Miss Marvel, who is a Muslim American living in Jersey City. Big ups to Jersey. I may get this just to talk about it. If you guys know the history of the show, you know how I feel about Marvel and DC. I'm not buyers of their comics now, but I'm kind of interested in it just because I want to see what they do with it, how they go with it, and what have you. But look, regardless of whether I buy it or not, I hope it does well, just so it goes and shows people out there who are still reading Marvel and DC that there are other people in the world besides just straight white men, or at least closeted white men. That there are a whole bunch of us out there. So I am kind of curious about what they do. How she gets her powers, I believe, are going to be a bit different. I think they're more mystical, where Ms. Marvel, aka Captain Marvel, hers were more cosmic in nature. I'm kind of curious about that.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. Like you said, actually, I hope it does well, because, as you said, if you go to the comic store and look at the wall, all the covers are going to be essentially the same people on the covers. You know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
I said it blatantly, but
well, I like to, be obscure.
I drink beer and say it out loud.
But I do like the fact that they are
branching out.
Yeah, being different.
Actually, looking out the window,
got a lantern that was Muslim.
It's funny, DC's lanterns that are other than Hal are always in some type of shackles or handcuffs. Did anybody else notice that? No, it's probably just me. TV news. Also, The Flash. This is something else to make you fanboys, fangirls, and fascist sphincters kind of tight. Iris West has been cast. She will be, Candace Patton. Don't know if she's any relation to Paula Patton. And she's black.
Oh, no! Oh, wait. No, you just heard me. Nobody else.
No, I just heard their sphincters actually tighten up, crack, and shrivel out of their butts. Yes, she's going to be black. Don't... Sit down. Thank you. I don't know very much about the Flash mythos, because it's so intertwined with everybody being everybody's uncle.
Yeah,
it's a little hard, but I am still gonna check out the show, do it, and also Vibe is gonna be on the show, who's actually a real character. I didn't realize he was a real character a couple of years ago. He's actually gonna be. He was actually cast. Carlos Valdez, I believe, is the actor who's doing him. He's gonna be on the Flash show also. I'm curious to see what they do with it. Also, I just want to see. It might actually get me interested in look back a little bit more at Flash and see what's going on.
There's also rumors of casting Reverse Flash and who the heck? Killer Frost. I believe that they said they said their real names, not their supervillain names.
Which doesn't matter, because nobody cares about. And nobody ever cares about a villain's real name. They just care about the villain's name.
But hopefully they're expanding. They're giving him his rogues gallery before he even
Yes.
has a show, and he has a full line of people that want to
Yeah.
kick his ass before he even.
His rogues gallery has always been more impressive to me,
Yeah.
from what I know, than even Batman's. And Batman has a lot of people that don't like him. You know, from the rich people to the poor people
bums
that
he
he's
beats up in the street.
beating up. Yeah, you don't panhandle in my city. Not in Gotham. Swear to me. See how my Batman voice was better than Christian Bale's, and I did it for free? He got paid millions of dollars and did it horribly. He needed a lozenge. Anyway, last bit of news. Justice League War came out this Tuesday. Some people actually got it early from Amazon, I believe. They were
I
able to
believe
stream it.
all streaming. They've been doing it for a while
Yeah.
now. If you stream it, you can stream it like at least a week before it
Yeah,
comes
dude.
out on disc.
Because I remember a couple of people were talking about it actually last week, and they saw it. And yeah, there's not as much steroid use in this movie. The necks are still kind of thick though.
What I have to say isn't gonna.
Superman is stretching out so many turtlenecks.
What I have to say isn't gonna fit in this segment.
I
don't
wanted
know.
Aquaman.
Arthur, they did you so dirty, man.
Constantly.
For Billy, for a boy,
And he wasn't...
for a child, for a hoodlum.
The movie, you know what? I tried to keep it positive as much as possible, so I enjoyed the fight scenes. The action was actually very good. There was no need to call Wonder Woman a whore, though.
Like I said, what I have to say is not going to fit in this segment. I feel like it's time for a break.
Yes, so for everybody whose asshole fell out from all the casting news and not being able to get who you wanted to cast, sit back, relax, let yourself go. Go to the bathroom, get a drink, grab a beer, grab a munchkin, not a little person, I mean like a Dunkin' Donuts munchkin.
Unless you want a little person.
There's nothing wrong with that. Do what you got to do. Do what makes you happy. Do what you love. And we will be back in a few minutes. Off the shelf, Antonio, Ryan. Why would you go anywhere else? We're right here. Thank you. Welcome back. Antonio, Ryan, off the shelf. You know the deal. So it's February, which means Black History Month. Well, we only get 28 days though.
I don't know. It was on purpose.
Yeah, it was definitely on purpose.
It was on purpose.
Okay, so with that in mind, CBR, comicbookresources.com, has actually started something where they've done a month of African American comics, which is a great idea. I know it sounds kind of gimmicky, and you're like, oh, well, you know, it's kind of dumb just because it's February. Yes, because it's February, but the great thing about it wasn't that they rated them. It was based on the submissions that they got. And these were comics that are from African American, Black, Negro, colored, whatever you want to call.
Don't use colored.
I was called colored
I don't
last
like
year
that term.
by a 37-year-old woman. Whatever. So that was actually a pretty cool thing to me because it was by submission. It wasn't like, oh, we're picking these characters. It was from them. So far, I've seen books like Molly Danger from Action Lab Comics. I've seen The Rippers. I've seen Quinn Credible from Lion Forge Comics. And some of them, they've actually shown me a lot of books that I wasn't even thinking about. And some of them I knew, and I was like, yeah, that's great, share them on. And I believe what they also did was, the gentleman who actually started it, Brian Cronin, I believe he actually said, you know what, because it's only 28 days, thanks for acknowledging that, Brian, that he was going to start doing a couple a day. So it was actually going to be more than that, which I was definitely happy about seeing. And the list, to me, CBR is a big site. It's a site that I go for a lot of information or looking up things as far as comic-wise that I don't know myself. And people are going to be going to it. So you have such a wide net that you're able to use to capture more people to come in to look at these comics and go, wow, this is a good comic. People who wouldn't even have known it before. And a lot of them you can either do digitally or in print. A lot of them I have seen on Comixology, like Molly Danger, which is a great book. Love it. And that's just something really special to me. But it's not just the fact of, hey, let's just do this for this month. Let's continue doing it. Also this month, a gentleman who we are fans of, Chuck Collins, who is also a Whovian, which is cool. He's a Captain Who fan. Excuse me, a Doctor Who fan. He and Robert Garrett, excuse me, from Exmoor Studios, who did Tool Boy and Galto. They actually started not an event, but well, it was an event on Facebook, where they invited people like anybody, and then those people could invite more people, where creators, writers, who had books out or were going to have books out or just wanted to display what they were doing. You would click on go that you were going for the event, and on February 3rd, I believe it started, they actually started posting up pages from their books, art from their books, anything like that. So I want to give a huge shout to those guys. That's a huge thing. And the more people that they've invited, more people that they've invited.
Faster express.
And exactly. And you have people like Brandon Easton, Jeffrey Thorne, I believe, is part of it. Robert Jeffrey. Term is good stuff, man. It was just a great thing. And I love the fact that if by chance you didn't know about the CBR submission event, this was something that could spread out further and further and further and could go in there. I've seen books like, I believe I've even seen Molly Danger in there. I think I've saw Punks of Rage from Joe Robinson Curry. I think I saw some things from Corsairs from a man, Charlie Fab. And it just keeps going and going, growing and growing. And there was no limit like, oh, we're just going to do 2 a day. Yeah. It's when you put it out, it's what's out there. But I would love to see more books out there like that. I would love to see Hot Shot from Freestyle Comics. I would love to see, I believe I actually did see Horseman, which is actually a really good book also. It's just, just see more flavor, more books out there. I've also seen Jihad AD, which I've been waiting for the sequel to come out. It's finally going to be coming out. Dreadlocks from a man, Andre Batts from Urban Style Comics. Big ups. Unstoppable Comics has also been there as well.
I've seen a lot of the posted on Facebook. I think I see them a
Comics,
lot.
The character of Interceptor, the gentleman with the shield.
I remember from England. I remember.
Yeah, Brandon Easton is actually going to start writing a story for him. That's huge news to me because Brandon Easton, as I've said, is a great. He's over at Lion Forge Comics. He did Shadow Law. He actually wrote for Transformers Rescue Bots, I believe, Thundercats, which I didn't know the Rescue Bots part. I was reading his bio one day. And
I remember the Thundercats part.
Yeah, Thundercats part. Yeah, I had no idea. So that's a huge thing. And Interceptor is a really cool project, and I'm definitely happy to. I'm very elated for them. Those two caliber artists and venues going together and being able to speak like that. So. Huge thing.
On the same topic, Watson and Holmes. I hope you guys keep that work up, man.
Yes.
I will admit I have fallen behind, but only because I didn't know more issues came out. So, like I said, I hope you guys just keep that up because I'm loving the series. So
well, I'll let you know when more series because I'm up to number 5 now. I know the 6th one is out. Excuse me, but I haven't gotten it yet. I just finished number 5. I didn't even realize it that. The storyline is called A Study in Black, which is a play on one of the names of one of their cases, which was A Study in Pink. I didn't even realize that, so sorry, but big ups for that even too. Like I said, this month there are so many great comics. If you want to do yourself a service and you want to look at more books that have black writers, black artists, or black characters, or just characters of color in general, there are so many of them. Miranda Mercury, excuse me, Miles Away, Shadow Law, Dayman, Dread Society X, Triborough Tales,
Batwing,
Hot Shot.
I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. I didn't want to.
That book doesn't even.
I'm sorry. You can. I just
when my man was losing his gear on the street, and I think at the corner he was butt naked.
I just had to get that out there. I'm sorry. Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Concrete Park by Tony Puryear and Erica Alexander, who was Maxine Shaw on Living Single.
Oh,
damn, that shit was cool. Yes.
Okay.
So that's actually Dark Horse. All the issues are up, but I believe there's going to be an announcement coming up before summertime maybe, hoping. Just a huge thing. So there's a huge list. What I actually plan on doing, hopefully at the end of the show, during the credits, I'm going to try and give a list of some comics. Go out there, check them out, do the thing. If you talk about you don't see diversity in comics, and somebody tells you that there's diversity in comics, and they give you comics to actually read, and you don't do it, you ain't shit. That's it. The conversations are over about that stuff. About there's nobody writing in comics that's black or that. No, those conversations or writing or drawing. No, those conversations are over. You ain't shit.
I was gonna say I had another interjection, but I feel like it'll take away from your bombshell you just dropped.
I mean, no, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to mention also. You were talking about all these different ways to obtain these comics. I just wanted to shout out the Comixology Submit section again because for some reason the Comixology website is actually living and it does what it wants because
AI
2 days ago there was the Comixology Submit, which is basically a way for independent companies to upload their own material and basically self-publish their own comics.
Yep.
And recently they had Comixology Submit from around the world, and basically it gave you what country the title was from and then a list of different titles to pick from. That's a good way, once again, to go even more abroad, more diverse. But you can literally, and they also had some in different languages. They had French comics up there, they had Spanish comics up there. But I mean, as you said, everything is out there. You just have to take a look.
Exactly.
And it's not hard. You go to one website, and there's links to 55 other different things. So there are stuff out there.
Yeah. Speaking of Comixology, I want to give a big shout out to Drumfish Comics. Nevermind's #1 is on there.
Congratulations, guys.
And Blaze Brothers Comics. I want to give a shout out to you guys. Blaze Brothers is on Comixology now, issue #1. It's a huge thing. Good. I know it takes a bit of time, but you know, Comixology is a huge.
Were we gonna put them on blast for that or not?
No, it's.
Because that was a surprise. That was a shock.
Yeah.
To me.
Well, I know that it takes a bit of time. I believe a gentleman told me 4 months or so.
So by the time issue 1 hits, your series is almost over, right? You wrapped up the first arc.
But you know what? Comixology is a wider base.
They're doing a lot.
So hopefully it can be spread out a little bit more. But these comics are out there. Check them out. Again, if you're complaining, if you're whining, because I've had people who I've actually put up pictures of comics that have people of color, people of different genders, people of who weren't heterosexual, what have you, and people are like, oh wow, that character's cool. Oh, where can I get that? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, you know, let me check it out. What do they post up next week? The same 3 characters they post up every other week. You know what? You ain't shit. Basically, you can't. If you keep talking about it and you're not doing it, you ain't shit. You don't count. That's it. Basically, that's it. The conversations are over. Time for actions. Buy the comics. And then what have you. But if you don't buy the comic and you still complain about it, you ain't shit. Your mom ain't shit either. And neither was your daddy. That's it.
Ouch.
That's it. Alright. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for a quick spotlight as always and a quick shout out. Sit back. Off the shelf.
Kobe. Sorry.
Steak?
Yes.
Welcome back, Off the Shelf. Antonio, Ryan. We're going to wrap the show up right now. As always, I got to give my shout out. This week I want to say thank you very much and shouting out to Black Mask Comics. Great comic called Liberator. Great t-shirt. You guys are definitely cool at New York Comic Con. I also want to do my spotlight. This guy, we actually talked about him a couple of minutes ago. Chuck Collins, who has a comic out. Dread Society X. It's post-apocalyptic. Asa Khan is one of the baddest characters out there. This cat is cool. Chuck actually did the art, and he also does animation. If you look him up on YouTube, or if you look up Dread Society X or DSX, he has a couple of shorts in there that he actually animated, and the fight scenes are just phenomenal. Stuff is on point. And Philip Mercier. Or Mercer, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I hate doing that. I apologize so much. Is the writer. Definitely looking forward to more of this. And like I said, my man Chuck actually did the event for, I believe it was called Black Comics event on, excuse me, Facebook. This is definitely a post-apocalyptic tale of revenge and beings with extraordinary fighting ability. This is the type of thing which I would actually like to see as a full animated film or a video game, like a fighting video game, because this is on point. This is on par with that, if you ask me. DSX, Dread Society X. You can pick it up actually at, I believe it's comicbookfleamarket.com, or you know what, just type in Dread Society X, or you can actually look up, he has an art page on Facebook as well. Check him out. He has an IG account as well. Definitely good, great stuff. So, this has been another episode of Off the Shelf. We're actually going to start doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to start doing some...
No, we're not.
Well, hopefully we will.
No, I'm just kidding.
We'll start putting up little, you know, few-minute videos. Because yeah, we get a little heavy sometimes when we do a little, you know, some serious material. But
we've made a few people cry.
Yes, hopefully fanboys, fangirls, and fascists. But we also want to make you laugh. You know, we want to make you think. We want to make you laugh. We want you to enjoy the whole situation. So we'll have a couple things going on. Hopefully we'll be filming them soon.
If it doesn't snow, hopefully this weekend.
Well, yeah, hopefully this weekend. And you might even see a couple of other faces on the camera instead of just ours. Even though you enjoy ours so much because, well, we're those guys. So as always, I'm Antonio.
I'm Ryan. I'm gonna have a fake name next time too.
Yeah, because he's got like 3.5 warrants, so it's alright. So as always, thank you very much. Again, like, share, comment, post, interact. We have our channel here. We also have a page on Facebook, Off the Shelf. If you don't already know the name of the show, because the name of the show is
Off the Shelf, right?
No, I think it's Off the Shelf.
I'm pretty sure it's Off the Shelf.
I think I know it's Off the Shelf, and that's what you call shameless plugging on your own show. That's how we do it. Thank you for everyone who's watching. As always, good night, good evening, and keep turning those pages.